Our verse for today is Philippians 2, verse 4. Let each of you look not to your own interests, but to the interests of others. I think this may be perhaps one of the most important verses that Christians could reflect on with everything that is going on in our country and in the world. Selfishness, or thinking only about ourselves, is getting us in tremendous trouble. I can tell you from listening to couples and talking about their marriages, I can tell you from looking at family struggles as well as what is going on in our nation, that our inability to look beyond our own interests is very harmful, whether in our closest, most intimate and personal family relationships, or whether it comes to understanding people whose life experiences and backgrounds may be quite different from our own. This takes great intentionality to think beyond just how does something affect me or how does something make me feel, to think instead about what would be in the best interest of my boyfriend, my girlfriend, my spouse, my child, my coworker, my neighbor, even the person with whom I have serious disagreement. How do I look to the interest of others? How much do you really reflect on that when you find yourself engaged in a relational strife or struggle? It's hard, isn't it, to get out of our own skin, to get out of our own needs and wants, desires and interests. And yet Philippians 2, this verse comes right before the great hymn of the servanthood of Christ and how Christ left everything he had in equality with the Father as a member of the Trinity and gave it all up and took human form and even the form of a slave and became obedient even to the point of death, even death on a cross. Jesus knows how it feels not to look just to our own interests, but to the interests of others. He lived it in a way beyond anybody else we can imagine. And those of us who bear his name are called to follow in his path. As you go about your day to day, try to think not about your own interests, but about the interests of others.